Welcome back to the channel. This is Wasabi. This is a battle on the Malinovka map. We're following Fitzi from King's Clan in his T-100 LT, and he's on a mission to do the LT-15 mission. He needs to do 7,000 assisted damage from spotting or tracking. To do it with honours, he needs to survive the battle and win, and also get 4 kills from assisting through tracking or spotting. So he's putting on a fairly aggressive move right now, moving quite forward to the enemy side. But he's challenging here the enemy light tank, the 13105. Now he's just dipped into this low trough here, which is a way that tanks get across normally through the water to basically pop up and spot. Now possibly this 13105 hasn't loaded in, or he's just used his clip, so he's on reload, and Fitzi's therefore managed to kill him with a bit of assistance. So he's already up to 2,000 combined damage through his own damage and assisted spotting, and he'll just pop up here and just see whether he gets spotted, which he is, and that's probably the EBR 105 that's behind him. He's just turned around to notice. So he's just lighting that EBR, puts a shot into him which hits, but just probably hit the tyres and slowed him down a bit, but it also picks up assistant damage there. So he's in a very forward position, nice and aggressive position. The enemy can't really dig you out of there, because if they come down to the dip like that, that M105 did, then you're exposed to, they're exposed to the fire from your supporting tanks. So he's got good protection here, and he's just going to keep these tanks lit. So it might take him a little while, but already the Centurion Action X has taken a big amount of damage, which brings him up to over 4,000 combined damage right now. And they're all backing off, so they've all realised they've been lit and they're trying to get out of there in a hurry. And they're all running away into the woods, but he manages to do some damage to the Centurion Action X, but also track him, and the looks like the 113 on Fitzi's team just destroyed him, and that gives him one of his kills to help him with his honours. So he's already 5,500 almost. In fact, yep, just gone over that, nearly 6,000 just in that one shot, but he's taken a bit of damage. He's really down to one shot now. Like, one of the advantages of the T-100 LT, it's probably one of the best light tanks in the game at tier 10 that's not a wheel vehicle. It's got excellent view range and very low profile, so you can basically use relatively small amounts of slope and depressions in the terrain to get cover. So he's now in a very forward position now that those enemy tanks have basically vacated that low ground that is to his left at the moment, or in front of him. They're all in the magic forest there, but they're a bit dangerous to move in there because of the number of tanks that are in there. It'd be wiped out very quickly. Just remembering he's one shot. So he's lit quite a few tanks there, although the EBR 105 on his team is probably contributing to some of that. So the FE 4005, he's only picked up a very small amount of spotting damage for that tank. So again, he's just choosing his time, moving forward, waiting in cover to see if he gets spotted, and if he's not, then basically he's safe in that position. So he's just going to continue and look for movement. You can see from the view range circles on the mini-map that where the enemy were last seen within the forest, they're basically well within spotting distance if they move or shoot, and conversely he would be in a bit of danger if he took shots, because you'd expect to be spotted from the people within the forest. They're not too deep and too many bushes behind. So he's not picking up the spotting damage for what just happened there with the Striv dying, but the AMX 50B and the 30B that are both in that low depression there at the back. He's getting the assisted damage from there, so he's just gone over 8,000 damage in a spotting case, so he's definitely achieved his target of 7,000, and now he's basically free to do what he wants, but he's still trying to pick up, well, in fact he has picked up all 4 of the assisted kills with those 2 AMXs that died, and he's being chased down by the 277, but again, using his really low profile, he doesn't have to pull back all that far basically to get out of danger, and you can see shots coming in left and right basically, but yeah, they're all basically going over the top of his tank. So he's just waiting till it gets dark. We'll come back and then make an assault on the enemy in the bush. Now they're going to get distracted by the 113, which will get lit first, and he's coming in from the side, so he's going to look for shots on them with their guns facing the other way, and basically put in shots, so getting in extra damage himself. And yeah, he's now over 11,000 damage, nearly 12,000 assisted total. Gets a kill there with the 15-16, and now he's heading towards the remaining tanks, which is the Audi and then the 30B down in the corner. So let's see if he can get any more damage. And there's the 30B, and gets the killing shot on that to end a perfect game. So fantastic result there, Fitzy. So he's achieved the LT-15 mission for the T-55, which is the 3rd of the personal campaign missions. He's achieved the Ace Tanker badge for these total damage and assistance, and patrol duty for getting 6 enemy tanks damaged through his own spotting efforts. Part of that, he did 2,103 damage of his own, and achieved a base experience of 1,226, which is well above the next player in his team, just to show the impact on the game that he had. As part of that, he's managed to shoot 14 shells, and 11 of which connected, and 8 that did actual damage. The total amount of assistance that he achieved was 10,680, and that occurred on 8 of the enemy tanks, plus including the 4 that died as a result of that, which helped him get the honours. So well done, Fitzy.